The Daniel Prophecy, Using Math and Science to Solve an Old Problem by Will Dyuran. Hello, this is Will Dyuran, and this is an end times book. It's actually a historical book also, because a large part of it discusses events that have already occurred while looking into the future also. I grew up pre-trib, and about the time I was 20, I began to see some problems with it, some structural problems that made it, quite frankly, hard to believe and hard to accept. Soon thereafter, in my middle 20s, I began to lean toward the pre-wrath position as proposed by other theologians. And what this book is, it takes those basic foundations and adds some what I think are incredible findings. The basis of the book, to start with, is it takes the Daniel chapter 9 prophecy of the 70 weeks and investigates the term weeks, which translates from the original scripts as the shabua, or groups of 7. Now, in some cases, the prophetic year, which is commonly used in the Daniel chapter 9 interpretation, matches quite well, and I use it for most of my findings. However, there are some other cases where the lunar cycles and weeks, 7-day week, and you get very incredible findings with that, such as what I found and I believe to be is the birth of Christ, the date for the baptism of Christ. Now, there always has to be a center point that every date is matched against, and the only date that I've been able to use that matches my findings is the date of crucifixion by Isaac Newton. Only by using that and then using the methods that I used in this book was I able to get reasonable dates for the birth, baptism. Furthermore, the book adds into and finds prophetic timeline of the 70 weeks from the crucifixion unto the destruction of Jerusalem, which the Daniel prophecies discuss, but traditional interpretations of the Daniel chapter 9 add no prophetic time to it. And I think I found the answer for that. Found an answer as to how to include the 70 weeks that goes beyond the crucifixion period. There are some other connections there that I don't want to touch upon just in this opening. I just want to give you an idea of how I looked at the past. Additionally, in Daniel chapter 8, you'll find some amazing findings for what refers to the pre-wrath general position of the rapture in the 70th week. Now, I'm not date setting. I'm not saying I know what day it is. There are some other variables that come in, and the book explains those. But what I am proposing in this book is that the date of the rapture within the 70th week can be closely identified, and that I provide evidence for. Anyway, I encourage you to go on to Amazon.com and purchase the book, and I look forward to your comments and discussion that we can have afterward. Thank you very much. Bye now.